Hey guys, how are you? Coming to you on a TGIF, which stands for, in my world, thank God it's Florida. 82 degrees Fahrenheit off the ocean here. This is a gorgeous time of year here in Florida. Late September, just magical. Florida keeps getting better and better for me, and makes quality of life better. Uh, and Just a beautiful night, and very thankful for doing well. Woohoo! On a live check-in first. Good to see you, brother. Hope you've been doing well, and everything's going good for your business, and you're getting older. But every day we live, we get a little bit older. But that's why we got to remember in life to just enjoy each day and be thankful. And then one of my favorites, L2FL from the Space Coast. Second, thumbs up. Yes. But you're always first. Never forget that. You're always, and Nuno Jab says third. Just remember in life, guys, I want you to always look at yourself as number one. Not in a prideful way, but you're all number one to yourself. Now I know, if you want to be first, you put yourself last, but just have the confidence in yourself. Don't think you need to impress me. Don't think you need to impress anyone in life. What you need to do is just take care of yourself well. Think of yourself well. Don't put anyone above you. Don't put anyone beneath you. You're not better or worse than everyone. We're all just different, and and that's how you go forward in life. So keep your self-esteem, definitely. Dice thesis. Hey Sam, my friends want me to go to the movies, but I dislike the movies. What should I do? Happy to the end of the week to you. Yeah. Well, what I would say you do is communicate exactly how you feel. And I would say I don't want to go to the movies. No, thank you. Now they do say that if you push past that moment of awkwardness and you go, you'll be happy and enjoy yourself. Sometimes that's true. But what I've learned for me is at this mature stage of my life, I clearly communicate what I do and what I don't want to do because I don't want to live resentment. I don't want to just tell people yes just to appease them, but then inside I'm miserable. I'm not happy. That's not what I want to do. You do have to push yourself a little bit to go out and to do things, but it has to be things you want to do. And that's how you slowly get seduced into living a life based on doing what others want you to do. If they're really your friends, if they really love you, they accept who you are. And they accept the fact that you appreciate the invitation. That's what I tell people when they invite me now. I say, I appreciate the invitation. Keep asking me because it's always good to know that people want to hang out with you, but I don't want to go. And I have a couple close friends that they accept me. And they accept that's who I am. And they don't try to change me and they don't try to guilt trip me. A guilt trip is number one form of manipulation. One of my viewers, I won't say their name, she just recently commented that she was telling her father about her nomad lifestyle, and he was worrying and sounded like guilt tripping her a little bit, and she was guilt tripping herself. A guilt trip is the number one form of emotional manipulation. And I understand that everyone has their worries and everyone has their anxieties. So I understand that a lot of people don't do that maliciously. But bottom line is you can submit to their emotional whims for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, your whole lifetime. But then guess what happens? You wake up with a life full of resentment because you can never be yourself. You can never be free. And, guess what? When you're an adult, this is what people have to realize that want to be in your life. This is who I am. You accept it or you keep it moving. Period. And it's hard to cut people off. But for me, that's part of my self-care. Believe me, sometimes, I cut people off pretty quick. But I've also given people a lot of time to look, this is, I'm, being very patient with people. What I learned is you kind of know right off the door who's going to vibe with you, who's going to not, including your family members. And, look, I'll try. I try to be patient, with my father when I told him about getting in this lifestyle. But it was always something with him, and I try to be patient with some friends with different things. But look, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to convince people about anything, and I'm not going to burden my life, lessening my sparkle, so someone else can stay in their comfort bubble. I'm not, because they're miserable even when you succumb to being who they want you to be. They're still miserable. They're still easily upset. They're still self-medicating. So what's the answer for you to just dumb yourself down to make someone else comfortable who's still miserable? That's not doing your best in life. Whether it's being yourself, whether it's working at your job, whatever you do it to the best of your ability, and then you forget the rest. You forget sometimes your best is not going to be good enough. Sometimes, for some people, for some jobs, your best is just not going to be good enough. But guess what? You got to forget that. If you've done your best in whatever way, in a relationship or in your job, if you've done your best and it's not good enough, guess what? Nothing else you can do about it, because that's your best. So why keep making your life harder on yourself? Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not right, and that's not self-care. And what that is it's just self-mutilation, and it's not healthy. It's not good. F. Steve, happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday to you. Ice Jesus. Going to the Baltimore and Denver NFL game on Sunday. Well, that's great, man. You like football, man. You get around a lot. Shout out to Baltimore. Now, truth be told, I don't know what is his second, third cousin. They say I never met him. I met his family members. Tony Saragusa. He used to play for the Baltimore Ravens way back, but I never really knew him. But my mother knew his family well. F. Steve. The regular live streams are awesome, man. Really appreciate that. No, I appreciate this. It's a fun time for me. They're two different type of dynamics to the live feed and the regular videos. They both have a different dynamic, but I enjoy the live stream. It's, for me, again, it's a virtual relationship. It's a level of company, and I can self-express, I can share, and it's a live interaction. I like that. And then I cut it off after an hour, and you cut it off after or whenever you're 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and we just go up on our life, and we can accept that, and we can just keep it moving. I like that. And I share with you guys, honestly, that's who I am. I don't like the commitment of a heavy, entrenched relationship. It's just too much work. And just gives me anxiety. I mean, just like a home base, sometimes I really want one. I'm going to look at some this weekend, but I also get anxiety about all that commitment. I don't know. Ice Jesus, how do you pass time of boredom? Well, I'm never bored. Why? Because self-care is a full-time job. That's what I've learned in life. That's what I learned losing 200 pounds. That's what I learned getting in a healthy place, mind, body, and soul, is that self-care is a full-time job. If you're bored, what's that telling you? That's telling you you're not taking care of yourself well. You're not waking up early. You're not working out. You're not being productive, using your hobbies, using your gifts. You're not working. Certainly if you're working, look, 40 out, 5 days out of your week, 4 days out of your week, here they are right there. They're done. And that's fine if you don't have to work or if you don't want to work and you're able to sustain yourself. But then guess what? More self-care, more walks on the beach, more using your creative gifts, whether it's making a YouTube channel, whether it's painting, whether it's doing whatever. And I'm not going to pander and say like volunteer at something. No, don't do that. What I'm trying to say is wake up early, work out, and you'll figure the rest out. Then whether you travel, whether you use your creative gifts, you do something in life that all day you should be busy. Just waking up, having breakfast, and getting to the gym, that's 3 hours right there. You sleep 7-8 hours. That's half the day is over with an 8-hour sleep and waking up in the morning going to the gym. There's 24 hours in a day. You sleep 8 hours. You wake up, you go to the gym and all that stuff. Time you do all that, and you shower and you brush your teeth and all that. That's 12 hours. That's half the day. And then you go for a walk. Then you know what I mean. You'd find something like a YouTube, something that's a creative outlet, whatever it is for you. You watch sports. That's it. Self-care is a full-time job, man. Eating well. That's what I've learned in life. What I can tell you is when you really don't know what to do, when you're bored and when you don't know what to do next, go for a walk. If you have the physical capacity, go for a walk. And what I'm here to tell you is as you walk and you listen to music, you will be shown what to do next. When you sit idle and when you try to think of what to do next, well, guess what you'll do? You'll just stare into space. You'll watch, you'll watch my playlist. You'll watch other people's playlists. And I don't want that for your life. I want you to get the inspiration, the spark out of your life, so that you can live the best life. Take care of yourself. It doesn't mean you have to run yourself ragged, but it means you got to live your life. I know it's not easy. Believe me, I got to push myself every day. So I'm not trying to sit up here on a high horse and say, look, just do this, just do that. Every day I feel the mental and physical pain. And as I get older, I'm only 38. I felt it today. And I was like, man, I couldn't even go for a long walk. I was tired. I was like, man, I got to get some good sleep tonight. Things been a little bit stressful at work, so I'm sure that's part of it. But especially as you get older, I mean, you got to be even more conscious of taking care of yourself well. Good question. Ice thesis. What is but I understand too, when I was young, I was the same way. I got bored, and that's how I got in trouble. And then you do reckless things, end up in a strip club, text the wrong people. And so it's a maturity thing too, I think. It comes with time. What is the latest time someone should be in bed disregarding an odd circumstance? Well, again, I believe you're relatively young, and I've been there. So there's different seasons of life. And when I was younger, I was still trying to develop good habits. And it takes time, just takes maturity. But what I can tell you is, once you develop through your own experience, you have to just go through it. I can't preach to you. I'm planting a seed with you. That's what I'm doing. How do you get a flower? You got to plant a seed. A small, insignificant seed doesn't seem like much, but over time, if it's nourished right, it grows into a beautiful flower. And that's what life is. You know what I mean? So, again, I don't think people should be up on average past midnight. I think if you're up past midnight, unless you're working the second or third shift, I think you're hurting your sleep cycle. The natural rhythm of life is as we rotate and it's dark and the moon's out in the sky, our bodies begin to shut down. And I worked a night shift, and I can tell you, even if you on a different cycle, you could feel your body struggling, especially around 3 a.m. So what I would say is you go to bed by midnight, I think by 11. And I think you wake up by 5, 6, and on Saturday maybe 7 a.m. You shouldn't go to bed past midnight, and you shouldn't wake up past 7 a.m. If you can somewhat stay in that structure, you'll be on a healthy sleep cycle. Rest is one of the most important ingredients about self-care. The proper sleep, not too much, not too little. That's when your body physically and mentally repairs itself. You could work out like a madman, but guess where your muscles actually grow? When you sleep. That's when they repair themselves. And the same thing with your mental well-being, with stress and everything else. Guess when your mind, really gets to be at ease. Sometimes you can't stop thinking. When you sleep, when you rest, not too much, not too little. 7 hours. That's the proper amount for adult. Calco. Hey Sam, what's going on, brother? Ice thesis. I was just eating a fabulous restaurant with my mom. And the whole time, a family of 12 was screaming, throw up emoji, screaming at each other. I would hate to be in that situation. That was certainly a helpful reminder. Yeah, that's what they call Scared Street. Back in my day, I think I went to a Scared Street. Scared Street was, they take you to a jail or a prison, and they show you around, try to scare you from doing anything wrong. And so what's the natural birth control? Take someone to a restaurant, have them look at a family of 12 sitting down eating, and you'll get scared right into celibacy. Why? Because you imagine a family at the end of the day on a Friday going to a restaurant, having a great time, celebrating life and loving each other. Why do I have kids? I love kids. I love my kids. They're out of love. But the reality is, I know people that have gotten almost into fist fights taking their family out to eat. It's a disaster out there, guys. Stay single and don't have kids. That's my advice. Nicholas, what's up? What's good, brother? Good to see you. Just came back from a trip through France. Wow, Italy and the Netherlands. Man, you're a world traveler. Italy was paradise. Yeah, love and respect. My mom went to Italy once. I never want to go to Italy. She said the plane was long. I wanted to throw up, and it's all country land. Now, I'm 100% Italian, and what I can tell you is I have no desire to go to Italy. Where do I want to go? Nowhere but Florida, okay? I want to be around palm trees, ocean, and suburban, urban areas, okay? Starbucks, amenities, all that. Now, the origins of Starbucks actually come from Italy, I believe. But what I could tell you is, I'm staying in Florida. Good job, though. I'm glad you're back safe. I'm glad you enjoy yourself. Charlotte, always being a person who has had a hard time saying no. It is tough to start to build up the confidence to say no. Clearly say no without giving too long of an explanation. And then she says, I finally discovered to say, let me get back to you on this. This bought me time to decide what I truly wanted to do it or not. Well, amen. You take your time. And what I can tell you is don't say yes if you feel maybe. I, um, I think it may be harder for those who have a nourishing motherly like spirit. And I was at Starbucks today. There was a person. There was two women and a man. They were salesmen for like an old age retirement home. Oh, what a scam that was. They're sitting in Starbucks like interviewing other potential salespeople. And like they interviewed this one lady and she was asking about the company. And the one guy who was 32 was like, oh yeah, our company is based on caring for others. We're not driven by uh, our corporate headquarters. We're not a big corporation. We're not driven by our shareholders, this and that. It's all about doing the right thing. And then as soon as she left, like this guy started to spiel like, we got to make sure these salespeople we hire, they're on the right page. Because when I go and I take our balance sheet and I show it to our investors, we got to have the right numbers. It was all a money's game. It always comes down to money, whether it's an old age home, or whether it's a big corporation. Never forget that, guys. Everything is about big. Even for church, everything is about money to a certain extent. But what I was saying is then he started to go on this whole spiel about there was a guy, again, 32-year-old guy and two girls who were salespeople for an old age retirement community or something, and almost like a multi-level marketing thing. It sounded like. And they spent their whole day in Starbucks trying to like sell people. It was a disaster. And what I could tell you is the one lady who was part of the team, the guy was like saying, look, you got to do this better, you got to do that better. And she was like, well, it's hard for me because I don't want to like just tell them what to do, because I have like a motherly spirit where I like to like nourish this thing. He's like, that's fine, but sometimes people have to learn through their mistakes, this and this and that. And he goes, I'm not always right. I may act like I'm right, but I'm not always right. I don't know. It was just like a whole disaster scene. I felt like a multi-level marketing scam, dishonest. And this guy was like 32. He had no like real idea about life. I mean, I don't know. I'm 38, but I don't know. But either way, I can understand when you have a motherly like spirit, it's hard to say no. Mothers are a blessing. It's good to be merciful and graceful. But for your own self-care, what I've learned through watching my mother and other people, if you don't learn to say no, you will eventually have, whether it's children, friends, family, or lovers, just continually take advantage of you. They'll love you, but they'll just never respect you, and they'll walk all over you. You give people an inch, they take a mile. It's true. Don't let that make you hardened, but learn how to respectfully and humbly say no after a certain point. Be merciful, be graceful, be generous, but after a certain point, you gotta say no. Ice thesis. I love the Goose and guys like Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. Yeah, back in the day, they had one of the best defenses. That's why they beat the Giants. I went to Tampa Bay when they played the Giants, played the Buccaneers. Giants played the Ravens in 2000 Super Bowl. I remember being at we went to a Super Bowl party. Me and my friend, I wore this all-white suit. It was pretty smooth. I bought it in Florida. And I remember telling some girl, I was lying. I remember telling some girl I met at the party, I was like, yeah, I'm a real estate investor. I wasn't no real estate investor. But it was fun. It was fun times. But I don't really watch football anymore. I mean, as I get older, I can't even watch that, man. People just beat their bodies up. I can't watch that. Just like I can't watch like UFC. Sailing John, what's going on, brother? You're a couple weeks away. Hey, Sam, hope you're doing well. We're pushing. Keep pushing. Like I said, the closer you get to your dream, almost the scarier it gets. But the only way to overcome that is you just do it, and it's going to get a little sloppy. It's going to get a little scary. It's going to be a little bit of failure. But you just do your best, John. You just do your best. Everyone. You set course, and you realize win, lose, or draw, all you can do in life is your best. Sometimes it's good enough. Sometimes it's not. But guess what? That's all you got. Okay? Just keep going forward. Ice thesis. How do you deal with panhandlers that are overly aggressive? I just keep it moving. I just kind of keep my eyes focused forward. I acknowledge them. I try not to be like disrespectful non-knowledge, but I just short, brief conversation, limited eye contact, and I keep it moving, period. And that's how you should move in life, period. Do not engage in a long conversation. Do not make too much eye contact. They know what it is. and you know what it is. So you know what I mean. Believe me, I spend enough time in the street, and what I can tell you is, they know what it is. You know what it is. If you play into that game, it's a no-win game. It's a no-win game. You give money, it's no win. You don't. All I can tell you is, be sensitive to the moment because every moment is a little bit different. But limited eye contact, limited conversation, keep it moving. If you're led, I've been led at certain times that you do want to engage. That's fine, but just be mindful of you have to be safe. Meadow Tails. Hey, Sammy. It's my mom's birthday. Well, I'm going to scream it out loud. I'm going to say, happy birthday to Mama Meadow. Happy birthday to... That's all right. See, I'm saying those words. That's all right. Happy birthday, Mama Meadow. Birthday cake emoji to you. Your mom raised a loving, it's okay. It's just, I'm at a cafe and there's dogs outside. But your mom raised a loving, daughter. And I wish the best for you. You know what I mean? I really do. And all the things you want to do in life, just continue. You already know you're doing the right thing. You're working all the time. Hopefully, again, this tall guy you're dating with a nice ass isn't going to destroy your life. That's the only thing I worry about. Be very careful out there. But you're a loving person. You love animals. And just keep going forward, Meadow. Birthday cake emoji to your mother. Love and respect to her. Love and respect to you. And I appreciate you. I appreciate coming our paths meeting at this point in our life, and I appreciate all your encouragement. And I'm just thankful, and I appreciate you. I'm sorry I couldn't sing the whole happy birthday. I don't want to make the dogs bark too loud. Ice Thesis said, yeah, I totally agree now. Ice Thesis says idle time equals devil's playground. I totally agree with that. Connor, our brother from the UK. What's up, Connor? Hey, bro. Just got back from hanging out with some old friends. All right, Connor, be careful. Good job, Connor. Good to see you, man. Lizard emoji to you, brother. James. Hello, James. What's up, brother? Ice Thesis. Could you do another car video, nighttime setup video, if you want to? Thank you, brother. I will. I know people are yearning for those car videos, and I like to do them. So I will. I'll take that as a note because I respect you, Ice Thesis, and I appreciate all your positive feedback. So I take that as a note. And I will, as I'm led. Thank you. Gang of Youth. Hey, dude, you are so cool. I respect your truth. Well, I appreciate that. Love and respect right back to you, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Star Pack. That's my brother, Star Pack. What's up, Sammy? I'm checking in a little late today. That's okay. I appreciate you checking in. Happy Friday. It's payday. Yeah, love and respect. Now, it's not payday for me. I get paid bi-weekly at my main job. My main job is I work for a corporation. So it's bi-weekly, assistant of the week. I did get paid today from YouTube. I get paid once a month from YouTube. It's usually around the 21st of each month, depending on when that day would fall. Today just happened to fall on a Friday. And after so many views, so much data on YouTube, you can have the potential to get monetized. And I did a video about it. And then they just direct deposit every month. Sometimes it's, right now it's averaging around $200 a month. It can go up and go down. But I've been on YouTube for about a year and 3 months, something like that. Uploaded about 1,000 videos. But it doesn't matter how many videos you upload. You can upload one and it can go viral. But chances are it won't. I got 1.2 million views. Make about $200 a month and a direct deposit once a month, on the 21st. Nuno Jab, 2008. Are there any YouTubers you like to watch? Yes, there's really only one I watch on a regular basis. His name is Rusty78609. Some people may think he's boring. He's got about 19,000 subscribers, and the reason I watch him the most is because he's one of the key people when I was looking at downsizing and nomadic lifestyle. He was long-term camping out of his Toyota Prius. He has since traded that in, and now he has a small travel trailer, and he has a small piece of land in Texas that he lives on. Older guy, 73. I don't agree with all his views, just like I'm sure you guys don't agree with all my views, but I do enjoy watching him. Some of his videos, they're not really like heavy duty, high tech, but I like that. That's how I just like him. So that's really the person I watch every day. Other than that, it all depends what I'm in the mood for that day. Like what was I watching before I went live? I was at Starbucks having my nightcap, and I was watching Bret Hart versus The Undertaker, WWF WrestleMania from like 1997 or something. So it all depends what night you catch me on, you know what I mean? Pack Live, what's up, brother? Pack Live, good to see you, man. Love and respect to the West Coast, man. If it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that means it's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in your world. Love and respect. Star Pack gave 3 birthday cake emojis to Meadows' mom. Love and respect to Meadows' mom. Connor says that Meadow Mom's happy birthday to your mother. God bless you both. Good job, Connor. Lizard emoji to you, brother. Nuno Jab. Birthday cake and gave a little ice cream cone. Yeah, what was my favorite ice cream? Chocolate chip mint ice cream from Carvel Ice Cream. Carvel Ice Cream is a brand. They have stores in the United States of America. Shout out to the Carvel Ice Cream on St. George Avenue in Avenel, New Jersey. They used to give me extra chocolate sprinkles with extra chocolate chip mint ice cream. The chocolate chips they have at Carvel are like these magical little Hershey Kiss, almost like I can't eat that anymore. But when I was backsliding, tear that up. Ivan P. What's going on, man? Ivan, good to see you. Yolanda, hey. Connor, thanks, bro. Thank you. Meadow, thank you. And God bless you, Sammy. I love you, Meadow. I appreciate you. And so happy for you. And so much love to you. Cedric, good to see you. The Ice Thesis, going commando will change your life. It will. I think going commando will change your life. It just gives you more breathability, more flexibility. And, you know, when I started like getting like Under Armour underwear, they were a little bit better. And like if I ever have to get dressed up, that's what I do. I got like 2 more pairs left just in case in the Renegade. But going commando is just liberating, man. And there's no like tightness. I don't have to sit and adjust and like, it's just, to me, it's like, it changed my whole life. Going commando, it's a win. Ivan P. It's good to have another form of income. No, definitely. The more streams of income you can have in your life, the better. It's hard and everything is work. There's no place that I know of that just gives you money just because. So even something you love to do, now I love to do videos, but it's a level of work. It's a level of consistency. It's a level of keep showing up. So every income is going to have one thing in common. Anywhere you get, it's going to be work. Whether it's walking dogs, whether it's YouTube, whether it's telemarketer, whatever it is, everything requires some level of you being consistent and showing up and giving something to someone that is an exchange for some, type of money. You're doing something that's helping or benefiting someone else, and that's how you get the exchange of money. It's not just like, all right, well, just I'm sexy, give it to me, even though like in the strip club, but that's even the strip club, that's work. I dated a couple strippers. Ice Thesis, what is your average day like? Average day is wake up at between 5 and 6, breakfast in the gym, get done with that around 8 on a Saturday. Well, on a Sunday, Saturdays and Sundays, that's it. And then, go, well, let me do the weekdays first because that's the majority of Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday is wake up at 5. Then between 5 to 6:30, the gym, brush my teeth, shower. 7 to 4 with a lunch break in between is work. 4 to 6 is dinner and evening walk. 6 to 7 is in the Atlantic Ocean, and then 8 to 10 is Starbucks and going live. Weekends is I probably sleep till 6 or 7. So I probably won't get to the gym till 8 or 9. Then it's travel somewhere that I want to go different, even if it's somewhere I've been before, just hour outside of where I've been for that past few days. Go for an afternoon walk, have lunch, drive somewhere else, go for another afternoon walk, then go to the beach, then have dinner, then go for another walk, then hit my nightcap at Starbucks, and then go live. And then do videos in between and things like that. But that's pretty much it. Jacob, haha, I know how hot that is. The random stuff I watch from day to day. Well, I'm not mad at that. Good to see you, Jacob. Ice Thesis. I love WWE. I used to like WWF, but I'm past. But once in a while, I watch the old stuff. Just like you were watching Bret the Hitman Hart versus Undertaker with Shawn Michaels as the guest referee. I'm not mad at that. Connor, that little squirrel that you were feeding was cool. Yeah, it was, bro. Amazing how she came up to you. Yeah, I don't know if it was a man or male or female, but there was two. There was like three of them in the park after I started feeding them. I did a video the other day from the park where I was feeding a squirrel raw peanuts, and it seemed like the male would come up to me quickly and take it very quickly. The female was like very hesitant, and it took a while for her to come to get feed her the peanut. Pack Live. New projects start today. Trucks, camper shell, 4 short fishing and camping trips with my 2 sons. Good for you. And 16 years and 17 years, but most importantly with the older ones. Well, Pack Live. Good for you for spending quality time with your family and for just doing that. The moments in life that you spend with loved ones are valuable. I don't have too many loved ones that I do that with, but my mom, I have spent a lot of time with my mom over the years. And I am going to go visit her soon up north. I'm dreading that. I'm not dreading seeing my mom. I'm looking forward to that. But I'm dreading going back up north. Just the thought of it makes me want to throw up. But, it's good to spend quality time with loved ones. Good job, Pack. I hope you have a great time, brother. Ice Thesis. It's funny to hear some of the background noise where you're at. I know it sucks. Sorry about that. And there was one night I didn't go live this week. It was just because of that. It was just too busy around. It was too crazy. And I like to do it off the Wi-Fi because the stream just comes in nicer with the video quality. And sometimes, like if I just do it from my car and I don't have enough Wi-Fi, it doesn't come in. It comes in too choppy, and the message gets distorted. But if there's too many people around, I know that can get distracting too. But this is live. This ain't like an orchestrated show. Star Pack. I know that's right. The background is interesting to listen to. Well, good. You're hearing the real deal. Selling John. How's the weather there? Gorgeous, brother. This is the best time of year to be in Florida, man. Just starting for the next 8 months. It's going to be all good. 82 degrees Fahrenheit. It was about 88 degrees Fahrenheit today. Not too humid. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Selling John, when you get down here, brother, you're going to fall in love emoji. Christmas time in Florida, very magical. You can't wait to get down here, believe me. Looking forward to it. This is where it's at. There's sun every day. The sky is clear. Ocean breeze. Oh, it's gorgeous down in Florida. Make no mistake about it. John, you walk a lot. I do. That keeps me well. Must have some ripped calves. Not ripped. I mean, I have some decent calves, but not ripped. I'm not a ripped guy. I've always been like kind of wide, and I've never cut up. But I'm healthy. I mean, look, I used to be 350 pounds, so I'm about 210 now, and I've maintained all that weight off for about 6 years. So I just like walking for my physical and my mental health. It's not really, at this point in my life, it's not about like I'm trying to like out-sexy someone. All I'm trying to do is keep my physical and mental health and push forward in life. And if you don't take care of yourself, the older you get, the harder life gets. Thank you, John. Yolanda, what? We neighborhood kids used to take the bus downtown on Saturday mornings to watch wrestlers live. It was great. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Good job, Yolanda. The Ice Thesis. It was cute to see that squirrel. That squirrel was a blessing. Yeah, it was good. I was glad I was able to capture it. Now, the video came out sideways a little bit. I don't know, like the camera, when I shoot everything, all my videos, I do have a GoPro, but 90% of my videos come from my smartphone, my Samsung Galaxy 9. And so when I have when you shoot a YouTube video, your camera has to be horizontal. You can't keep it vertical or else the entire screen won't fill up on a full screen. It'll be like it'll have borders. So I had it horizontal, but sometimes like when you have the auto rotate, if you have a horizontal, sometimes the picture doesn't catch it. And I tried to hit record quick because I didn't want the squirrel to run away without catching that magical moment. But he didn't run away. He was feeling that free peanut. Connor, the Ice Thesis, absolutely. God bless you. Yolanda says, Salon John. Ice Thesis. Do you ever sleep at Lowe's? No, I never have, but I have parked there before. And I have seen some people do it. I'm not against it because I think they allow it for a night. I remember being in a common parking lot with Lowe's and Walmart. But that's a good option. I think some of them do allow it, so that's a good option. Connor, I bet you find some cool shells and stuff on the beach. I do. They're very magical. Maybe I'll do a video about that too. Yeah, there's a lot of nice shells here. Ivan, walking, running, I don't run anymore. I used to run, but I don't do it anymore. Too bad on the knees. Or any type of exercise is beneficial. Yep. For your health, yep. And you feel more energized. Totally agree. And for your mental health, never forget that. What do you think of the new GoPro 7 that's coming out? I'm kind of over the GoPro. I have one just in case, like I get into the water again and I want to take video. And I don't know what I think I have like the Session 5 or something like that. small little cube one. It's just too much work for me. If YouTube was my full-time job, maybe I would do that. But I just do YouTube on the side when I'm free and after I've done self-care. And what I found is I used to do some YouTube videos using their camera, but you have to capture the video in GoPro. You have to then take the SIM card, put it in your computer. You have to have editing software, edit the video, upload it, and that's hours. And it's too much work and effort. I'd rather just use my phone. I do have an editing app for light editing, and then I just upload it. And even that takes like an hour to upload, a 5-minute video sometimes, depending on the Wi-Fi and everything. So, and even a 10-minute video a lot of times, and there's plenty of videos I make that I don't upload. So, YouTube is a little bit of a job. And it's a mental tax on your stress levels. But GoPro's too much work. That's what I'm basically getting to. That's why I don't want to do it anymore, unless I really was into that. Ice Teases, I hope you're ready to come up north. Yeah, cry emoji, definitely. Now you're going to feel my pain, but have a great time with your mom. Yeah, I will. It's such a dynamic. I mean, I don't have to, but I know I'm going to because I want to. And so I'm trying to plan it, whether it's a week from now or whatever. But and I'm trying to think, how long am I going to stay? I'm not going to stay more than a week, I don't think. And I don't even want to stay that long. But I have to leave. If I'm going to do it, I'll start to leave on a Friday night. And then try to get there on a Monday morning. So my routine for work is structured. Because if I, and then so I get there on a Monday, I don't know. I gotta wait another week to travel, and then I'll travel back down on a Friday because it takes about 2 days. I do the trip from Florida to New Jersey in 2 days. First leg will be to get to South Carolina, and the second leg is from South Carolina to New Jersey or South Carolina to Florida. South Carolina is my halfway point for my trip, and that's what I usually do. St. John. Hey, Londa. L1204. Yep, Florida's paradise. Oh, it's magical. It's really beautiful night outside tonight. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm out here magical. The temperature and humidity drop, I know. After a downpour earlier. Well, it wasn't raining by me, but that's true. Oh, damn, I love Florida. Good job, James. Sam, how you doing, baby? I'm doing good. I appreciate that, James. How are you? Sun emoji back to you, Connor. That'd be nice. What do you do if you need a toilet in the middle of the night? Number ones or number twos? Well, I think I made a video about that, but I'll share with you. Number ones, I have like a gallon water jug with a screw-on cap, and that's what I do. I only have to wake up to go to the bathroom, which is a burden. I just use that jug. And number twos, I don't have to do because I'm on a cycle. So, I eat a healthy plant-based diet. I eat about the same thing every day, just about. And so, only time I go number two during the day is about 2 times a day, and that's between 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And that's it. I'm on a cycle. I mean, if I really had to do it in the middle of the night, usually I'm at a rest stop that has a facility, or I'm at a campground that has a facility. I'm never like in the middle of nowhere where there's no facility. I'm always, within either immediate accessibility to a public bathroom or, 2-minute drive. So that's just how I roll. Yvonne P. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work just making videos. It is. But it's like everything else. The more you enjoy to do something, the less work it is. But everything is work, okay? You can never get around that in life. Everything is work, but guess what? Anything that involves you getting money is going to require you work. Again, doesn't matter if it's cleaning houses, walking dogs, making videos, or working for a corporation. Everything is a level of sacrifice. Obviously the ideal thing in life, it's starting to rain now, and thunderstorm. L1204, you called it. And, but it's a magical rain. Like, it's not like up north like rain, we got to put on your jacket and scarf. This is magical. Yeah, I love Florida. And what I could tell you is, everything is work that allows you to make money. But the key is try to do more of what you love and less of what you hate. Now, I still do a lot of things I don't like, but that's how I get big money. But what I could tell you is also downsize, because the less financial obligations you have, the more fun you can have in life and the less stress. And that's just why I learned. Oh, it's a magical downpour coming on. Damn, it's magical. I love Florida. And no, nice ocean breeze just hit me. Very magical. Connor, twos, Ivan. But you got to make that money, though. You do. Everything costs money in life. There's no way around that, guys and girls. Believe me, I wish it didn't. Sam John. Sam, I will be uploading regular videos once I get going to next Sunday. Share the trip. Good, I hope you do. And what I can tell anyone in life is, do whatever you want, but what I can tell you is upload them now. Upload videos when it's imperfect, when it's not right, when your voice doesn't sound right, when your angles aren't right. Get in the habit of doing things. And sure, you're going to take a night off or a little bit of time off. But what I can tell you is if you only wait for the big moments in life to do videos, you won't make it part of your lifestyle. It'll be a once in a while thing. So Sailing John, do your thing. I know you got your own thing going on. This is a general statement. That's what I mentioned on the video today about, me getting paid once per month from YouTube, is that the more you can get comfortable with being imperfect in front of a camera, the bigger you would grow your channel or your audience. Why are the Kardashians so comfortable? Or why are they so popular? I mean, a big part of it is, look, they're just comfortable being a mess on TV. Some of it's a show, but some of it's truth. I often say I think the Kardashians are better than the Brady Bunch. At least there's a level of them showing your imperfections, and I like that. Icesis. I hope you make a video in Baltimore on your way up. Well, I did a video in Baltimore. I think you saw it. But yeah, no, I know. I will. I'm gonna shout you out. I'm definitely gonna remember to shout you out. But I am dreading that trip up north. I ain't gonna lie to that. Nuno Jab, 2008. What do you eat? In the morning, I have a veggie egg white, no cheese, on a toasted multigrain from Dunkin' Donuts with a medium hot coffee with almond milk, no sugar. At 9, that's about at 6 o'clock a.m. At 9 a.m., I have a banana and a health bar, and and then now a Starbucks coffee with soy milk, no sugar. At noon, it depends. Sometimes I have a salad, and sometimes I just have another banana and a health bar. At 3, I have sometimes another Dunkin' Donuts veggie egg white, no cheese on a toasted multigrain. And then at 5 o'clock, I have my biggest meal of the day, which is, like today I had a veggie sub. I went to Publix, and I had a veggie sub on a whole wheat bread with no cheese, light yellow mustard, spinach, lettuce, tomato, banana peppers, pickles, white onions, and pepper. I had that with some skinny popcorn and vegetarian cheese. They sell vegetarian soy product, not cheese, vegetarian meat. They sell in a certain section in the grocery store, whether it's at Publix or ShopRite or whatever. And that's what I had. And that's what I have every day. And then at night for dessert, I have another banana and health bar and coffee from Starbucks, a medium pike, a small pike, with soy milk on the side, no sugar. Yolanda, I guess it's safe to drive through the Carolinas with the recent flooding and stuff. Well, I don't know. I'm not going for at least another week, and I'm only going on I-95. I'm not making stops I already made stops in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Baltimore, Virginia, Washington, D.C. I've done all those things. I've seen everything. I've seen the White House. I've seen the monuments. I've seen South Carolina. I have no desire, for me, I have no desire to see any other state and any other things. I only want to see Florida. The only reason I'm leaving Florida is to see my mom for a short period of time and get my ass right back down here. I don't want to see anything. I don't care how magical it is. There's nothing more magical than palm trees and a tropical rainstorm at night. Not more magical than that. Ices. The love sleeping while it's raining. Yeah, I'm going to sleep good tonight. Yes. And then waking up in sunshine. Yeah, it's going to be magical. Good job, Ices. SP. What's up, Sam? Got to work. Simple is better. Well, that's right. Totally agree with that. Simple is better. When you're confused, remember, less is more. I went to a foe. Bon voyage, John. I wish you good weather and calm seas on your journey south. 3 sailboat emojis. I totally agree with that. Well said. Selling John says, thank you, L1204. Got a Meyer. L1204. That's not allowed. Yes, it's your turn for the downpour. Yeah, you got me. You got me. L1204. You're welcome, Selling John. I look forward to watching your videos. You guys are flirting. Yolanda. A lot of rain emojis. Yeah, that's it now. It's just about stopped. I love Florida. It only rains for 5-10 minutes and it stops. Avon. Yeah, I've been trying to avoid sugar. Yeah, sugar. See, that's the thing with a plant-based diet. If you eat too much sugar, you kind of destroy yourself. What's the average recommended sugar intake per day? For a male, no more than 38 grams of added sugar per day. For female, no more than 25 grams of added sugar per day. Now, will you go over that at times? Sure. But there's a target. It's aim. You have an aim. You have a goal. Even if you aim for the moon, even if you miss, you're amongst the stars. So watch that sugar intake. Read the back of food labels. And added sugar is not in fruits. Added sugar is in health bars. It's in different processed snacks that you got to be conscious of. And then she says, try to avoid sugar because I know that causes weight gain. Yep, and loss of energy. Yeah, that's true. Good job. A little sugar won't hurt you, but too much? Oh, that hurts you. SP, sounds good, making me hungry. I'm not mad at that. Arash, what's up, brother? Shout out to Vancouver. Hey, Sam, have you seen the YouTuber Will Prost is living in his RV in San Francisco? I have seen some of his videos. He actually commented on one of my videos that I made, RV living. It's not so cheap, not so simple. I saw he got a Prius. I saw that. I think he has to move his RV every 72 hours. Yeah, he kind of just parks in residential zones and he leaves it there until he has to move. That's his style. I'm not mad at him. That's what he does. That's why they made laws in California against that. Do you think this will work long term? It depends who you are and how much you want to move. But that's why they made certain laws in California. Look, for me, you get into this lifestyle, you accept that you got to move a lot. If you don't accept that, you buy a home base. But everyone's different. Everyone's different. It works for him. Everyone's different. Connor, your subs are like mine. I have vegetarian, pat, flatbread, peppers, jalapenos, onions, cucumbers, good job, lettuce, tomatoes, gherkins, pickles, and mayonnaise. Well, everything is good, brother, except that mayonnaise. That mayonnaise is nothing but liquid fat, but I'm not mad at you because you need a little bit of fun in life. Good job. Nuno Jab 2008. Could you live in Mexico beaches? Nope. Not for me. Beautiful. There's some gorgeous Mexican beaches, at least I see online. But I got to be in Florida for the infrastructure. Look, I love the USA. I'm not going to lie to you. What I know from people who went to Mexico is, look, the resort areas are nice, but there's a reason there's armed guards protecting the resort areas. Because, outside of that, not as good. I'm being honest. I would want to be in the USA. And that's just for me. And it's no disrespect to anywhere. Every other country is loving and beautiful. But for me, at this point in my life, I'm being honest, I just want to stay in America and in Florida specifically. Ice Jesus. Have you been to Jacksonville? Yep. Wondering because I've never been. Yeah, it's okay. It's like any other city. It could be, it could have crime. It does have crime. And it can be nice. It has a lot of buildings and jobs. There's a lot of nice suburbs outside of it. But it's not tropical. It's Florida. It's warmer than other states, but it's not tropical because it's very northern, eastern tip. So the beaches aren't as nice, and the weather isn't as tropical. It's still a beautiful blessing, and there's a lot of job opportunities, but that's my perspective. Yolanda, I'm eating sugar now. I understand. Enough for the rest of the month. Well, I understand. Look, I've been through the struggle, and I understand the struggle, so there's no judgment here. Connor, does mayonnaise have animal fat in it? Basically. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's basically like liquid fat. But you have to figure out how they make it. It's like, how do they make hot dogs? You don't want to know how to make some stuff. Nuno Jab, what part of Florida do you love? I don't want to say because I don't want to have stalkers. But thank you for the question. I love all Florida, though. All right, guys and girls. Thank you for joining me. I know I couldn't be too loud because I'm out in public and it's, it is what it is. But I appreciate you hanging in there with me. Thank you, Connor. And thank you, everyone. Appreciate everyone's love and support. Have a great night, great weekend. Talk to you tomorrow.